What's good, everyone? It's your boy Salos back again with another Fire Emblem Heroes video. Now today, if you're coming from my Instagram audience, which I'm assuming is about 80% of you guys, this is a series that you're very familiar with. But for everyone else, I'd like to introduce you to a new series here, Hero of the Week. I feel like there are so many videos here on YouTube that always talk about the newest, shiniest banner units that we get every month, the free units, the grill units, but no one takes time to talk about the older heroes. What about that 5-star Amelia you got along the way when you were trying to summon for Ascended Fjorm? What about those units? Not only do I feel like this will help people be more appreciative of those heroes that they do have, but also highlights some of the pity breakers that they might have gotten while summoning for the new heroes. And a lot of times, we glance over the pity breakers because we're chasing that new unit, but a lot of times, those units are just as good, if not better, than the hero you're summoning for.
Rather than lament what you do not possess, you should treasure what you do.
Actually, that sums up my feelings perfectly. Thanks, Star Rochelle. So without further ado, let me introduce this week's Hero of the Week. This week, we have a very special Hero of the Week to kick things off. This is a story of a man who became a hero. This is the story of a man who went from zero to hero. This is a story of a man who took up the sacred sword and wore the heavy crown of a hero.
My name is Ryoma. An opening! Right Jinto! Give your all!
So, yeah, hi guys, post-editing Salos here, and I just wanted to say that I am aware that Resplendent Ryoma is a thing, but the thing is, this video was supposed to come out a very long time ago, like back when Ryoma got his Regenta Refine, his legendary remix. That's when this video was made. That's when this video was recorded. It's been done for a long time. I just never posted it for some reason. I just never recorded the audio for it. So keep in mind this video was made with legendary Ryoma in mind, but you can very easily do any of these builds on regular Ryoma. Just keep in mind, regular Ryoma is an infantry unit, and legendary Ryoma is a flying unit. So flyer skills apply to legendary Ryoma, infantry skills apply to base Ryoma. Outside of that, you can use them almost exactly the same way. Okay? Okay. And I wanted to get this video out because I don't think Ryoma is getting any more love after this, so it's literally do or die. This is my last chance to start this series with Ryoma, one of my favorite lords of the series. So, okay, so I've taken up enough of you guys' time, but just keep that in mind. Back with the video. So, Ryoma has had one of the biggest glow-ups I have ever seen in FaZe history since Alm's Double Lion Refine. We'll get to his flaws in a second, but I can assure you that they definitely were not in his stats. Just goes to show how important move type and a legendary weapon can push a unit's viability. 34-39 offensive spread isn't bad by any means, even in today's standards, and it's workable with the right skills. That speed stat is still very much viable in the 2021 meta, and that gets pushed even further with his base kit. Now here's where things begin to get a little interesting. Along with the sea of distant counter refines, Ryoma was the clear winner of that batch, and it's thanks to his inbuilt no follow-up effect, along with the side bonus of +4 to all of his stats. That means that this pushes his already respectable 34-39 offensive spread to 38-43, which is on par with and even surpasses some of the deadliest god swords in the game. And keep in mind, in 2021, no follow-up is a skill that increasingly gets more value in his stock because we get so many weapons that stop follow-ups, get free follow-ups, and they have like 12 speed. So the fact that Ryoma will always challenge you to a speed check to see if you double or don't double, that is going to age very well. Raijinto played a pretty big part as to why Ryoma shot up in the world, but it's really his legendary hero remix that pushed him over the edge. The biggest weakness of Ryoma is that he was a flying unit with distant counter and terrible resistance. This means that Ryoma was weak to arrows, can't tank anything from any roving mage in the game, and that effectively meant that his Raijinto was a 16 might beat stick. But now, the arrow weakness has been nullified completely with Bushido 2. If they stopped there, that would have been great, but it goes on to do even more. The Wu Dao effect, which basically gives +10 true damage on special procs, that was scrapped for a completely new effect that he gets 7 true damage on every single hit that he does, on top of the dodge effect. And for those of you who don't remember, dodge is the official name given to us by Faye for damage reduction skills that scale off speed. So Ryoma can effectively negate up to 40% of all damage that he takes, depending on how much he outspeeds you by. Considering that no other flyers in the game can even use damage reduction skills or no follow-up, this basically gives him access to 2 of the best infantry skills, on top of being able to enjoy flyer exclusive skills like rain skills and guidance. This combo is what's helped him reclaim his title as one of the deadliest swords masters in the series. For IVs, I'd always go plus speed at low merges and at high merges, because we are getting into a meta where the game is getting very fast. Like, Yuri just released not too long ago, and his base kit lets him reach an effective 60 speed. So if you want to get that damage reduction off on Ryoma, if you want to make sure that he ages well, or ages as well as he possibly can, you're going to want to keep his speed up as high as possible. So I believe that it's mandatory for him to run plus speed to be viable. But I have run plus attack for the longest time, and plus attack right now, as of November 2021, plus attack still can work, but it's a very short-sighted way to run Ryoma in my opinion. Overall, I give Legendary Ryoma a 9 out of 10. The only reason I don't give him a perfect score is because that he's a legendary hero, which means that he can't be blessed in Aether raids. Normally, I don't knock points for this, but with triple and quad mythic setups becoming more and more popular, stat stacking has become the name of the game for AR, and Ryoma can't partake in that, so you'll suffer if you choose to use him as a carry. However, Ryoma just did get a Resplendent alt, so if you want to pick up Resplendent Ryoma, all the builds that I've shown in the video, you can run almost all of them on him, and base Ryoma will do them pretty much the exact same way. And because he is not a legendary hero, you can bless him meaning that he can even exceed the stats that you've seen for Legendary Ryoma at plus 10 or even at plus 1 or plus 2. Just keep in mind that that base Ryoma is a day 1 unit, so it'll take a lot of investment to get him caught up to Legendary Ryoma, and he does not have the extremely powerful Bushido 2. But even with all that in mind, base Ryoma can still compete with Legendary Ryoma, and they both have their own strengths and weaknesses. His resistance also leaves a lot to be desired, but thanks to dodge, it's fairly workable at the very least, and he typically one-shots any mage in question anyway. And you can always run Soul, Noontime to heal back any damage he would have taken in that fight, and it's almost as if that fight never happened. Overall, I believe that Ryoma has made his mark in fame and has redeemed himself and his status as one of the most terrifying units in the entire series. This has been Salos. I'm about to get up out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.